Hey everyone, and welcome to a quick tutorial for the clipping issue that has been plaguing us with dressmaking since the Toy Story update. I had hoped that the Encanto update or Olaf update would have fixed this problem, since it's not really that big an issue to fix. But unfortunately it did not, and I promised a couple of other people who enjoy making dresses that I would make a small video on how to work around this issue. Now, this issue is like this. I used to have this thing on the chest here, which is why I have 49 out of 50 layers. Like this. But right now, the clipping issue causes it to come on the front of the dress, as you can see here. It's very interesting. It does the same at the back. As soon as you pull it over the top of the dress, it will start clipping onto the bottom, weirdly. It has something to do with the fact that they changed the dress model again, because we started with a really slim dress when early access started, which caused a lot of clipping from the actual pants that you wear beneath dresses for some reason. Then they gave us a super poofy dress in the Scar update, which was very, very big. And in the Toy Story update, they slimmed down this dress to this in-between version, and that has caused this clipping. So unfortunately, we will still have to work around this, and I'm going to show you how. So first I'm going to make a new dress. It does it on both the long sleeve gown and the strapless. Now, if you want something on the neckline, let's say this, and let's take a random shape, and you want it like this per se, you're gonna get that clipping. Now, the first and easiest way, which will work for most things, is to simply wrap your layer. Wrapping your layer will, well, it will make it act a little bit differently, but this way, as you can see, it will not clip on there unless you pull it all the way up. But just putting it on the chest, wrapping it, will cause this to not behave in its clipping fashion. See? This will work for, well, I'm pretty sure almost all of most people's dresses. As long as you start, or as long as you wrap it, it will never clip. But should you want, like I had on the other dress, this shape that goes down the bosom like this, you will get this clipping. If you wrap this, you can either get this really long stripe, but you cannot achieve the same effect as this. What you can do, and this is an advice for most dresses with the current issue, is just start working at the top of your dress. Do this, let it clip, let it be. Whatever you make at the back, if it clips, let it be. Finish working on your bodice, and then work your way down to the actual dress. Now, let's say we want to make this thing here, with that nice spread in the middle that works for a lot of nice designs. To the other side. Well, this is how you would normally make a dress, yes? I'm being very precise for my example, but there you go. The point is that when you work from the top down, you will get layers here. Most of the time you will work with layers there. Those layers will then be higher on the list than the one that is actually clipping. Therefore, it will layer over it. Again, imagine stacks of paper. See, now this, I'll turn it to yellow, is now not visible anymore because the red is over it. Should I drag it atop, so you work from the bottom up, then you'll see the clipping because it's on top of the layer. So if you don't want to use the wrapping feature because you want it to look like that, then just make sure you work from the top down. Now the third way is a bit unfortunate because these are the only two good ways, but there are certain dress designs that simply require you to work from the bottom down because you're using big things that you want only to use the bottom of. Let's say I'm using this sword or dagger, and I'm, for example, making a layer around it like that. But I don't want the hilt. I just want the actual blade. That means I need to cover up the blade with something on the chest. So wrap this and make the bodice over it. I'll have to hide this. Now if you then additionally after that want that thing on the chest that clips over, oops, not wrapped, like that, you will have to, this is a bit difficult here, it's a bit of a bad example, you'll have to work around it so that you have where it clips is a piece that you can actually use another layer to cover up. So in this case it's white. I take a square and I just put it on top as one of the highest layers. Sometimes you're gonna have to use multiple things just to get the exact same effect that you had on the bottom of the dress to begin with. So it is by far the most difficult to work with, and even then, like if I had that sword over here, it simply won't work, because how to replicate this exactly is just very difficult. So unfortunately, until it gets fixed, and let's hope it one day will get fixed, these are the 3 workarounds you have to continue making your dresses. So I hope this has helped you. Yeah, good luck. I hope you still enjoy making dresses. I do, taking a little bit of a break, but it's always fun to come back to. So have a nice day, everybody, and see you next time.